Mando Chapter 15 is out, and just like every other video, I'm going to sit down and talk about it fully in spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, click off. I don't want to spoil the show for you. We just have one more episode yet, and I am really interested. Just to get straight into it, this episode was once again fantastic. Easily, once again, one of the best of this season. Now this season, I think I probably prefer to season 1, but I think it might be a number 3 for my ranking. I'm going to rank all the episodes a few days after the show is done, so I won't fully say, but I'm just trying to organize it. But right now, I think it might come in at number 3, but we don't know what's going to happen with that last episode. But this episode was great. I just have one small nitpick that I'm just going to get out of the way, just quick. I wish we got to at least see the child, Baby Yoda, Grogu, whatever you want to call him, just see him like once, because I think this might be the first episode out of the entire series where we didn't get to see him, which is okay because it wasn't centered around getting him directly, it was just getting Moff Gideon's location to get him, which makes sense. I just wish, we saw him just because I love Baby Yoda. Anyway, yeah, I called him Baby Yoda, okay, I get it. Anyway, but this episode was great. Besides that, normally I don't say nitpicks, but I feel like I just had to say that. Besides that, this episode was amazing. Bill Burr came back, which I was really excited to see. I love seeing him here. I haven't seen a lot of Bill Burr. The King of Staten Island's great, and I've seen clips from his stand-up and stuff. I really just need to watch his full shows because he's funny. And here, he has this awesome scene where they're kind of talking with one of the Imperial generals or whatever, and I'll talk a little bit more about that scene in a bit, but then he just decides, he goes poof, and he just blasts him, and then it turns into like this big action scene. And the action scene of getting inside of there is also great, with him driving, and he's like, how do you guys wear these helmets? And he just has it off, and he's like saluting to them with it off. I found that just is like a little joke there, but the action once again was so well shot. I say that in every single video, but it always seems to impress me. And I just love how Mando, like the character of Mando, you see him going against the stormtroopers and he has like the proper stance, I'll say, and he always hits everyone, and then the stormtroopers are like missing everything. I don't know. I think that's interesting. But to do with Mando, he took his helmet off again. We only saw that at the end of season 1. I think it was in the last episode. Obviously, it's Pedro Pascal, however you say his name. He's in Game of Thrones. He's going to be in Wonder Woman in 1984. I think that's the proper title. And it was really interesting because Bill Burr was saying that thing about like, does your code, I'll say, like really matter? Because it seems to change when you guys do this. If you're in like desperate need or something, and then he's like, he just doesn't say anything, and then they go in there, and it has to be a face scan, and he walks in, and then he just takes it off, and you're like, whoa, like you forget. It's this guy. Like, I know Pedro Pascal, however you say his name. I know him, I recognize him, I follow him on Instagram, like all this stuff. I've seen him in Game of Thrones, but then I see his face and I'm just like, wow, because it's surprising. You don't expect that in the show, and I feel like this video might be longer than most of them about smaller topics, but that kind of shocked me. I was like, that is a bold move. This show is really going for some bold moves inside of the Star Wars universe, and obviously they announce all these other shows, which a lot of them excite me. Some of them are like, but I'm really excited to see what they do with Mandalorian and, of course, Kenobi, Ahsoka Tano's show. Like, there's a bunch, and Hayden Christensen returning. Like, all that is awesome. But I am so excited to see what they do with this finale. I don't know what they're going to do with Moff Gideon. I don't know if he's going to fight Mando, Bill Burr, like any of these characters. Probably not Bill Burr. That'd be entertaining, though. But that'd be interesting just to see if, say, he fights Mando and they have some sort of, like, confrontation. Valjean. No. Anyway, so I'm really excited. We got a week until the finale, and I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I'm so excited. This one, again, was on the shorter side, and I had to watch this. I watched the first 20 something minutes, then I had to work, and then I watched the last 13 minutes after work, which I hate when I do that. I hate to split it up, but I feel like it was perfectly split up, and this episode was another great one of my favorites of the season, although this is a fantastic season, and I'm really excited to see what they do with the finale. I think it's going to be epic, grand, and I'm, again, super excited. But let me know what you thought of Chapter 15 in the comments down below. Was it one of your favorites like me? Did you find it interesting that Bill Burr came back, or that his helmet was taken off again? Let me know all that in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Over and out.